turn 9. So first, on the economic side, I decided to rush my settler. I had 3 turns left, and so I paid 100 gold and also minus 100 happiness, but thanks to first being to 300, more than 300, and second I'm at more than 300 because I've recruited a hero this turn, the Dreadnought from the last turn where I didn't have enough gold. So I don't lose happiness. So I'm doing this because I want to, 2 reasons actually. One is that I want to produce some units, especially Sun Guard, which is the best units I can produce at this stage, to create a second stack of clearing and go clear this and that probably, and then move. And second reason is that now I researched war efforts, because I cleared these ancient ruins that gave me some research points, and then I got war effort. And so it means my cities are giving me plus 10 gold thanks to war effort, plus 5 from golden balance, plus 5 from being Tigran, and then the base income. And it means that here I will get 2 gold from Outpost, plus 20 from bonus, plus 10 from gold mine, so it's 32, without taking into account the happiness bonus. So basically I'm losing about 18 gold per turn by accelerating by 2 turns the settler. So I think it's a good deal, and especially since it allows me to produce some units faster. So that's why I did it like this. And then I would like to get 1 more settler in order to get race happiness to 400, more than 400, as I said on the previous videos, which will give me which will bring me to very happy. So it's a bonus in terms of governance experience gained. It's also a bonus in terms of happiness for my cities. I would go from race happiness modifier of plus 100 to plus 200, and same for my units. So that would be quite interesting. But I don't have any good sites to settle right now. Here it's already taken. Here I have got nothing, and then I want to go in this area to get to the dwelling, and I've got nothing. So I think I need to first find a good location, but at the same time, even without a good location, I've got plus 22 gold per turn thanks to all my bonuses. So one option would be to go on the surface and find a good location, but it's not in the direction I want to go, because I want to go to the dwelling to get a quest and get them as vassal. So the idea is to get this secondary stack and go clear there, clear this, and then go probably to the surface and clear the boneyard, clear this necromantic circle. And here I will probably have some good location to settle, but I definitely want to get the settler up and running as soon as possible. So we'll see how the situation evolves in the next few turns. So I researched war effort and I've got 60 CP left, so I'm going to take raise militia, which will allow me to cast raise militia to get my second stack faster, and then with the rest I'm going to research produce Berserker, so that I can start producing my crazy Tigran Berserker here at my throne in 2 turns, or maybe even faster, but I don't think so. My Dreadnought has some free points, so I'm going to take Lightning Rod Banner because I'm going to clear stuff with shock damage, which are this and the RP stash. Then I did 2 fights this turn. One was against the bard, and I sent my leader and my hero to level them up and get some experience, and so I get them both to level 4. And then I did this fight, which I'm going to show because it was a tough fight, and my objectives were not to lose any units, and I succeeded. And then second objective was to get my AD to level 5, and I failed by 4 experience points, I think. Didn't plan well, but at the same time, trying to get the experience put your units into danger, so that's a trade-off, and I definitely don't want to lose any units, so I try to take not too many risks. So it's a very dangerous set of defenders because they've got the bard, which can definitely ruin your game if they convert your hero or some stuff. Then 2 apprentices, a dwarf monster hunter with a heavy crossbow doing a lot of damages, and a berserker, dwarf berserker with nice attacks, nice stats. So what I did was to split them with one cheetah, the weakest of my 2 cheetahs, so 2 per 1. And I had the idea of trying to use steadfast ward to keep the cheetah alive if things went bad, but actually I didn't need it. Steadfast ward keep the unit alive at 1 HP for 2 turns. And I was planning also to use the mana from my D to cast some spells and kill the units, but also didn't really need it. I decided to split them like this because I wanted to keep the bard and the monster hunter, which is quite dangerous actually, busy, and I also wanted to have the goblin apprentice go this way, but didn't work. So I put my 2 groups at the opposite, and not like this group here and the other group there, because that it's not as big as a distance. So putting them at the opposite means the units take more time to come back. Then I didn't engage the fight with shooting or anything, because it brings you closer to the enemy units and you take more damage, and instead I used root spells. I paid attention to the fact that my cheetah was at range from the monster hunter, so that I was sure, and my other units were not at range of the monster hunter, stayed far enough, so that the only valid target for the monster hunter is the cheetah, and that's why it goes toward it. So that's what you should do when you want to split. Give only one valid unit, and that's the unit doing the break, the split. So then I tried to kill the berserker in 1 turn, and to do this I used my guard break from the Sun Guard, which is very useful, and I brought him to 4 HP, so that was not the perfect situation. The best would be to kill it, especially to get the experience. But then immolated does 3 damage, and he had 9 resistance, so I was expecting he would take 4 damages, which was not the case, but anyway, you will see what happened. It's a bit strange. Then I tried to kill the other units, and to do this I had to use my cheetah with normal attacks and not pounce to attack twice, so I took some damage but not that much. By the way, this turn I leveled up to level 4, and with my warlords I took 2 stack boosts, so defense command and melee command, which means I have +1 melee strength, which was also useful, I think, with my cheetah. And so last I charged with my leader, and it means this guy cannot really escape or will be killed. So as you can see, the berserker took 3 damages and didn't die, but somehow it didn't attack me. I don't know why, because you could have attacked my AD or my Sabertooth, and there was 1 unit with first strike near him, but I don't know, maybe it's a bug. If I see it again I should report it, but For now, I'm not sure what happened. So the Monster Hunter came back, but at this stage it was okay because I had mainly dealt with all the units. And my Cheetah was able to move far enough, almost far enough, to avoid the attacks from the bard. So at this stage I just moved away to be able to kill the units with my AD. So the Berserker was killed by my AD, and because I wanted to concentrate the experience on my AD, so I just retreated and let the Monster Hunter move forward and then kill him with my AD, or at least do some hits with my AD for his experience. So at this stage I think it's not necessary to show the rest of the fight, and you can see that I dealt with this fight by splitting them, using the guard break, and putting the most dangerous units, the Bard and the Monster Hunter, away from me, and killing the units in one turn, and also not letting the Bard have a chance to use charm. So a few more things in this turn. So I got them as vassal thanks to the quest. The dragon dwelling proposed to become vassal for me, but it cost a lot of gold and I don't have that much gold. So I'm moving toward them and try to get a quest for vassal. And I think that's it. Ah, yeah. With my AD, I leveled up to level 4, and I didn't take anything because I want to take two things next turn. One is when I get to level 5. One is lesser befriend animal, and this second is call and trust spirits. And I would have liked to be level 5 already to go to this fight to try to befriend one fell horse, but that won't happen, and so I will instead use it to try to befriend the baby red serpent, and that would be very, very nice if I can get it to be able to evolve it. Thanks for watching.